Sherlock Holmes said that his biggest enemy, his biggest opponent was Professor Moriarty. Why? Because he was an extremely educated person, and therefore, when educated people put their mind in the wrong direction, they have a humongous power over influencing people. My danger with OSC Saab is that he exactly knows what CA is. He exactly knows how it works. He exactly knows why it is important for India to have CA. Yet, he does good things at times as well. He told people to hoist national flags on their houses to protest against CAA. I think that's a fantastic thing. That's exactly what we are trying to do in others, so that Mamata Banerjee's own book, which said that, dual citizens are voting in Bengal to elect a government, Bangladeshis and Indians. So the danger is that he can be a mass leader, but he has reduced himself to be a minority leader, and that is a very sad thing for me. Modi ji did not give away gases, did not give away Ujala scheme, did not give away Ayushman Bharat, seeing the religion. But what he sees is religion, and what he's doing is fear-mongering. And if he was a naive politician or a neta per se with a topi, then I would have said that, okay, he's naive, इनको हम dismiss कर सकते हैं. इनको नहीं कर सकते. He's a towering personality in the literary sense of the term, and extremely educated to know how and which way he wants to mislead the people. And that is very sad for India. In the long run, it's dangerous. He's saying, one last line, he's saying that he has hope. That means he's making the entire electorate of India a fool when they choose Modi ji with a majority vote, with a bigger this thing. So what hope is he talking about? I would say he is the hope. He is an educated politician. Why is he taking this kind of stands? Why is he making such provocative comments? Can't he be a mass leader? And I will give you more examples later. Let us help us. Every speech of his is so much of aggression. You don't need to be aggressive to put your point across. I can disagree with him without being disagreeable. But he's behaving like a person who's disagreeable. You can't have a conversation with him because he's full of his own theory, and that is so strong that he can make his opponent just shut up with his entire persona. Today I'm wearing a shawl because I felt, why should OSC have all the fun? He's the only best politician in the parliament all the time. So it was nice breeze today. I thought, let me also try to get a little bit closer to OSC. But on a lighter note, I really want him to be a mass leader. I want him to be a mass leader, not a minority leader. Today he's playing the role of a minority. Modi ji is a global leader. Modi ji is a mass leader. He's the prime minister of the country. He cannot use the kind of language that he's using. One, he can definitely find a lot. No party is a clean sheep. So there are going to be people who are going to make wrong comments from every party. But to blame the Prime Minister and to always play that minority game is not something that is expected of OSC. Yes, absolutely.
To basically capture a vote bank and
absolutely.
At some level.
Yes, and because he's doing that, he's also blaming BJP of doing that.
Let him respond to you. Let him respond to you.
I didn't knew that today was a fashion show.
But you make it, for you every day was a fashion show. I like him because of that. See? Every day is a fashion show for him. So let me do it. Come on, yaar. Take it.
No, I would have worn the best sherwani from Jade Blue, but I knew that you would be wearing a shawl. But anyway...
It's my mother's shawl. Aage chalo.
Anyway, you look very smart. You look better than me, sir. Let me at least compliment you on that.
Why let me only? You cannot make a straight comment?
No.
Say it from your heart that I compliment you for that.
I really like you from heart.
Thank you, sir. At least you have one, that's good.
Thank you, and I respect you also. My only problem with you is that I quoted liberty, equality, fraternity, justice. I quoted J.S. Mill, you went to Sherlock Holmes. So this is the difference between you and me, that you talk about Sherlock Holmes, I talk about preamble of the Constitution and J.S. Mill. Now, may I also put to you that you talk about CAA. Please tell me, sir, is your government not going to give citizenship to those 5 lakh Bengali Hindus whose names have not come in an NRC of Assam? And is it also not true that you will not be giving citizenship to the Muslims of Assam whose names have also not come? Both of them speak Bengali language. Your own finance minister stood up in the assembly and said that we'll be giving citizenship to 5 lakh Bengali Hindus. So this is discrimination. This is violation of Article 14. And you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to understand that this discrimination is happening. That is why we see. I am not really concerned.
No, so are you saying, Mr. Owaisi, that your entire argument is based on what you believe is the exclusivism that is inbuilt into the CA? That's what you're saying. That's what has really triggered this.
Rahul.
But if I were to tell you that in America, the Frank Lautenberg Amendment and the Specter Amendments also gave citizenship on the basis of criteria or classification, what would you say to that? We have had a history, sir, of classification, specific classification in this country, even in the issuing of quotas. Yes, they don't discriminate on religious lines, thankfully not. But there are politicians who want, in fact, quotas on religious lines, by the way. And I'm sure that a lot of them, had they been here from the Congress party, would have admitted to it. But I just want to say, Mr. Owaisi, is it just about the CA, or is it another bunch of issues also that makes you apprehensive?
No. And as far as your question about American Constitution is concerned, sir, we have our Constitution, and that is the document, that is what it's a living Constitution.
Sir, will you not admit that the CAA protects minority rights?
That is why I don't come on your program.
No, please. I'm only asking.
Because you don't allow people to speak.
It's a question.
So allow me to answer a question. You want to be a panelist and an anchor, then go ahead. I'll sit quiet and listen to fashion statements from both the sides.
See, you are demeaning me unnecessarily for wearing my mother's shawl.
Sir,
Please clap for him. I think this is what OSC is.
Sir,
this is not right.
Can I answer?
I'm wearing my mother's shawl. Come on.
Okay. Now, one second, Mr. Supriyo. Let him finish. I've asked him 3 questions.
So now the first question is, according to the Indian Constitution, CAA, in my opinion, violates fundamental rights, Chapter 3, Article 14. Secondly, you talk about quotas. Sir, there is a provision which is there in Article 14, 15, and 16. Quota is given. It has been upheld by the Supreme Court. Now, here you have a law which is first time in India's parliament that a law was passed on the basis of religion. Never it has happened. That is why I am of the opinion that it violates right to equality. And I am not against Hindus coming from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan. My whole argument is that you cannot make a law which violates the fundamental rights of our Constitution, which has been clearly laid down in Keshavanandi Bharati case. It is a clear violation. You cannot, and you are taking this country towards majoritarianism. This was the main topic, and this is what legislation does.
Okay.